So as we're starting to dig these roots up, I want to tell you guys something. You're gonna have successes. You know, there's gonna be good days, there's gonna be bad days. What do I mean by that? Well, you know, some days you're gonna have success and you're gonna be able to get a lot done, and some days you're gonna feel like you're going backwards, and some days you're gonna feel like you're at a standstill with your emotional health. So as we're working on this stump, the same thing. You know, some days we can get in here and dig, and like today it's a little cooler, so on cooler days we can get a lot more done. We're still digging up all these roots, which represent, you know, the deep, dark traumas in our life and emotional stresses in our life and post-traumatic stress, whatever you want to call it, that's in your life that causes you issues. It's hard because the digger you deep, the more hurt you're pulling out, and you're trying to get rid of that. But as you pull that up, you know, for me, my blood pressure goes up, and when my blood pressure goes up, I become a different person. I don't think clearly. I'm not patient. I'm not normally patient. I talk too fast. When I'm going through trauma right now and trying to get all this out of me, people think I'm crazy. I talk too fast, and I'm not patient. You know, I'm the type of person, I want to go and do it. If there's a problem, I want to go attack it and finish it and get it done with and just get through it and push through it and get it done. Other people don't see that as a good thing. They see that as a problem, that I'm not patient and I don't know how to wait. And I guess what that means is, so if there's a problem that affects two people, for instance, your spouse, and you're trying to rush them, maybe you are ready. You know, maybe in your heart you're ready and you want to push through it, but your spouse isn't ready. So you got to slow down and take time. And I'm not good with that, you know, because that's my partner. You know, that's your spouse. That's the person you love, and you just want to get through these problems as fast as you can, because you want to get to the other side of it. You want to get back to the good place. And some people just, that's hard for some people. Maybe it's easier for some people, harder for some people. But you know, I think for me, patience is a key. So you got to have patience, and it's a struggle. Like I said, my blood pressure goes up. And here's the thing, people say that I'm so focused on myself and I'm selfish that I can't have empathy for other people. And that's not true. It's not that, it seems that way. I'm not going to say from their perception that it's not that way, because from their perception, when I'm having issues and this goes for you guys too, when you're having issues and you're trying to deal with your problems, you know, you seem selfish because it's all about you, and you're reaching out, you know, you're trying to get people to help you. But the problem is, sometimes we create more problems because we're having problems and we're trying to get people to help us, but because we're in an emotional state, it affects people around us, and then that puts them in a state. And once they get in a state, now you're asking them for help, or you're asking them to have empathy for you, but yet they don't feel like you're having empathy for them. So it's a horrible spiral, and it creates this tension, and it creates anger, and it kills a relationship, and it hurts. It really does. But somehow we got to have faith. Got to have faith in God. You got to pray and try to get through it. For me, that's really the cure. You know, everybody says go to therapy and all these things, but how do you cure a broken heart? I mean, the only way to cure a broken heart is to sit down and talk to your loved one. But when your loved one doesn't want to talk to you, you know, you're stuck with a broken heart. I don't care how many therapists you go to. I don't care what medicine you take. You know, your anxiety, your stress, whatever medicine, all that. You know, you can take all that stuff. It might numb you, but you're still brokenhearted. And the only thing that's going to cure a broken heart is to sit down and learn to communicate and focus on your spouse, and have your spouse focus on you. Because you're a team. When you get married, you're a team, and you need to work through things together, even when you're at your lowest point. And you can't give up on each other. Don't ever give up on each other, because that's the worst thing you can do. Give up on your wife, or your wife gives up on you. No, you gotta push through it, and you gotta look each other in the eye and say, you know what, this sucks so bad. Let's sit down and just let's learn to communicate. Let's hold each other's hand. Let's give each other a hug. Let's forgive each other, and let's push past this bug out of me. Let's not look at the past. Let's talk about the past and try to fix the problems. Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the solutions, and let's focus on the future. I believe that's the way to get through these things. Hope this is helping you guys. And once again, we're using this stump. You know, this has to do with the stump and digging deep inside of you. You know, your stump is the dead parts of you, or the things inside of you that's a trauma, and the dead stump represents that. And as we're digging up the roots and everything, that's, you know, you're going deeper and deeper, trying to dig up the roots and trying to burn the stump, so that when you're done, hopefully you can have a beautiful space where you can cover that that hole up where the stump was and the roots were. You can fill that up and grow some beautiful grass, and that goes for your soul and your mind and your body. That's what we're trying to do. And as we're working on this stump, and I'm talking to you about these emotional things. And by the way, I'm not just saying this because I'm trying to share. I mean, I'm sharing something with you guys, and what I'm sharing with you guys is that as I'm talking about this, I'm going through this. So this is a current issue for me. I'm going through all this pain and trauma and things right now as I'm talking to you guys. So I'm trying to help you guys, because I need someone to help me, and no one's helping me. So I figured the best way to do it is well, let's make a YouTube video and tell people what I'm going through, and maybe what I'm going through and the way I'm handling this situation would help other people. And you know what? There's no one size glove that fits all. So maybe this doesn't work for you. It works for me, and maybe it works for some people, but for other people, maybe they need something else. Maybe you do need therapy. Maybe you do need medication. I don't know. That's not for me to decide. That's for you to decide and to find someone who can help you make those decisions. But I can tell you that what's working for me, what's working and helping me to figure all this out is getting out and being physically active. I'm trying to get, that's why I'm working on this stump. This is, by the way, this is the dumbest thing I've ever did. Digging up this huge tree stump and trying to burn it. I mean, it's killing me. I'm in Mississippi in the heat of summer, and I'm sweating and it's humid, and I'm digging up a stump, and my neighbors are looking at me like, or my parents' neighbors looking at me like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? Why is he, this is just stupid. It is stupid, but it's my way to deal with what's going on in my life right now. Help me deal with my stress and my blood pressure. I take vitamins and minerals and other things to try to get my blood pressure down, and eat lots of fruits and vegetables. And that works for me, sort of, but I still have moments, like I said, sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I'm Jam. Have a great day. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. And we'll continue with this stump until we get it knocked out. This stump is not going to win. We're going to defeat it. And I hope that that goes for my emotional health and fixing my relationships with other people and communicating and being patient. Thank you guys. Bye.
Mushroom got me tripping.